Hello students, today we will start our class for class 10. We'll discuss with array, which you have done in class 9 also, but we'll continue with that. Array is a type of variable in which we can store values, but it is different from the variables which you have used earlier. In normal variable, we can store one value at a time, whereas in array, we can store multiple value in one variable. Say, for example, if I write int a, this is one integer variable with one memory storage location. So if I write a equal to 5, then 5 will be stored in this storage location. When I again write a equal to 7, what happens? This 5 is removed, erased, and 7 is stored in the memory location. This is in case of a normal variable. Now, in case of array variable, if I write int a square bracket equal to new int 2. This is an array declaration. In this declaration, we have created one array A, integer array A, with two storage locations. This will create an array with two storage locations. That means two compartments. This is compartment or cell number 1. This is compartment or cell number 2. Name of this array is A. Now, if I store A 0 equal to 5, then 5 will be stored here. And if I write a square bracket 1 equal to 7, then 7 will be stored here. This will remain same for all types of variable. That means if you create a string variable, the declaration of the array will be string declaration. That is, in place of int, here you will write string. In place of int, here you will write string. And this is the size of the array. That means how many compartments or cells you want to create in the array. If we write here 2, that means we are creating two compartments in one array. And if we write here 20, then we are creating 20 compartments in the array. It will be same for string, int, double, float, char, for every type of variables. Now, let us see with one programming example. Let me write one simple program where we will store values in the array. Write a program to store 5 integers in an array. Very simple. Class array1, public static as we write usually, then the declaration of the array. How many compartments we have to create here? Since we have to store 5 integers in the array, we'll create it as 5 compartments. Int a square bracket. This square bracket is meant for array. Whenever we place a square bracket, you can identify this as an array. Int a square bracket equal to new int 5. That means we have created one array with 5 compartments. Now, in this array, we'll store some numbers. Let me take one more variable b. Then let me create one for loop with b, which starts from 0 and continues till less than 5. B is representing the compartment or cell numbers in the array. Now inside the body of the loop, let me write AB equal to 10. Then I close the for loop. Then I finish the program. What will happen by this? It will create an array with 5 compartments. It will create an array with 5 compartments, and in each compartment 10 will be stored, as I have written here AB equal to 10. So this is repeated for 5 times, and in each compartment 10 will be stored. Name of this array is A. This is compartment 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Altogether 5 compartments. The first compartment is always numbered 0, and the last compartment is always 1 less than the size of the array. As the size of the array is 5, so here last compartment is number 4. Here we have stored 10 in every compartment. Suppose we want to store different number, then we can use here input. In place of AB equal to 10, we can write AB equal to next int. That is using scanner class. If we take input, here we can write AB equal to next int. Then a new integer every time will be taken input in the array. Now we will see another type of array declaration. Int a square bracket equal to opening brace 1, 6, 7, 2, 3, 5, then put one closing brace. This is another type of array declaration. By this, we are directly declaring the array as well as we are assigning the values in the array. Here you see no size of array is mentioned. Size of array is determined by the values which are to be stored. When we write this, actually one array will be created with 6 compartments, and in these compartments the numbers will be stored. Name of this array is A, and the compartments are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose we print system.out.println A3. what will be printed? The output of this line will be 2. Why? As in array A, compartment number 3, the value 2 is stored. So the output will be 2. So we have seen two types of array declaration. This is the second one. The first one, you have seen how we declare array with size of array. Now let us see one more example. Now we'll see another program. The program is write a program to input 10 integers in an array and display the sum of all the elements. We'll take input now. So import java.util.star. We are going to use scanner class. Class sum. Public static scanner x equal to new scanner system dot in. We'll take one array int a empty bracket equal to new int 10. As we are going to take 10 integers in the array, we'll take another int variable to represent the compartment numbers or cell numbers. Int b will take one int variable s equal to 0, which will be used for sum, and one more variable n, in which we'll take input. We'll create now one for loop for b equal to 0, b less than, it will be 1 less than the size of the array, so less than 10, b plus plus. Then in the body of the loop, we'll take one integer as input, n equal to x dot next int. Here I will be capital letter. This line is taking input in one variable n. Now this n will transfer to the array a b equal to n. So one value that we have taken input, we have transferred to the array. Now we can calculate sum as well. S equal to s plus ab. That means the value which is entered in the array is added with the accumulator s. Then we complete the for loop. Then we will display sum. System dot out dot println s. We have printed sum and the program is complete. This program, in this program, it is a simple program. We are taking input 10 integers in one array A, and all those elements in the array, that means the values that we have taken in the array, all are added to the accumulator s, and finally s is printed. So we have taken input 10 integers in one array and we have displayed sum of those integers. In my next video, I'll be explaining you some more programs with array, and you will practice at home. You can take help from your textbook also, where you will get some questions. Try to solve those. You can even try the question banks which you have with you from there, the array programs. If you find any difficulties, you can ask me through WhatsApp.